Well, hello, my name is Mike, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tools for improving your personal Bible study. Let's get started. Now, the first tool is a little bit of a no-brainer, but a lot of people overlook it. You're going to want to start with a good study Bible. For the last couple of years, I've been using this ESV Reformation Study Bible. Most major Bible translations now have good study Bibles for them. So pick your favorite translation for personal study and spend a little bit of money and buy yourself a study Bible. Now, what makes these so great is they include all sorts of notes in the bottom, contextual clues, little background bits, and a lot of times the initial questions that I might have when I'm reading a text are answered right there in the study notes. The second thing that these Bibles often provide are fantastic cross-references. My Bible has a center column, and in that center column, it shows all of the other places in the Bible that there are verses that are relevant. A good student of the Bible is going to use the Bible to interpret the Bible first and foremost, and so these cross-references are going to be vital for helping us to understand what each biblical text is actually trying to say. Now, I'm going to suggest also, along with the Bible, a good pen is really helpful, a pen that doesn't bleed too much, that's not going to go through the pages too much. And I'd encourage you when you're studying to mark your pages, to underline and circle, to add notes, the things that are popping into your head, major themes. This will help you to engage with the text, which will take your Bible study to a new level. Now, this might be a little bit controversial, but the second tool that I would recommend if you want to take your personal Bible study to the next level is a Bible study app. Now, there are a lot of great apps out there for Bibles. Many of you probably already have the ubiquitous YouVersion on your phone. YouVersion is great, and I especially love the community feature. I'm doing a reading plan right now with a bunch of friends from church in there, and we're reading the same thing, commenting. For that, it's great. But for in-depth personal Bible study, YouVersion doesn't quite cut it. So I'd recommend you look into one of the other main Bible study apps. Some of the big ones are Logos, Accordance for Mac users, and the one that I personally use is Olive Tree Bible Study app. Now, I know some students of the Bible like to only buy e-versions of commentaries. I'm not one of those guys. I still have shelves and shelves of commentaries, hardcover books written by scholars on individual books of the Bible, and those are great. But here's why I really like a Bible study app tool. It lets you easily begin to do things like word studies and language studies and contextual studies, which brings me to the third tool that I would recommend, and that's an original language tool. Now, an original language tool is going to be really helpful, and you can get, using an app, a lot of the benefits of an original language tool without actually having to go to school to study Greek or Hebrew. Now, there are a couple that I use, and I'm going to show you those in just a minute in the Bible Study app. But if you want to start simple, you can just start by buying a Bible with Strong's references in your Bible Study app. Now, Strong was a guy who loved the Bible, and he came up with a Bible study system for words. Each word used in the Bible was assigned a number. And so if you have a Strong's Bible in a study app, it will let you tap on any word, and it will show you every other place that that same word is used in the Greek and the Hebrew. And this can be incredibly helpful as you begin to get into things like word studies. Now, the Strong's Bible that I use in my Bible study app is the Olive Tree Enhanced Strong's ESV Bible, and I can click on a word, and it shows me every other place that word shows up in the Bible, and it also gives me a simple definition. It's not going to be as exhaustive as using a lectionary or a resource from Mounce. He's the guy that wrote the Greek resources that we had to use in seminary. But it's a great place to start to take your Bible study to the next level. The fourth resource I would recommend if you want to level up your personal Bible study is a contextual commentary. I'm partial to one by InterVarsity Press called the Bible Background Commentary, and I used to have these in hardcover paper books. They're large. I've since given those away, and now I've bought the version on my Bible Study app. And what the Bible Background Commentary is, it's a simple commentary that looks at context. It'll give you background, historical details, markers, etc. It's not going to give you theological insight. It's not going to give you insight into the original language, but it'll give you the sort of historical background commentary that you might need to understand the text just a little bit better. It's accessible, often just a sentence or two on each verse, sometimes not even, but it will begin to enlarge your understanding of the world of the Bible. I love this tool. I use it every day. And lastly, it's a bit of an unconventional choice, but I would suggest picking up a Gospels Parallel. I actually have two of these. I've got one that I picked up in undergrad and then one that I bought in seminary. And what these books do is they show you the Gospels side by side by side. So you can see how Mark deals with the text, how Matthew deals with the text, how Luke deals with the text, and how John deals with the text. You can see which of these stories only shows up in one gospel. You can compare and contrast, and in doing so, you'll be able to draw even more from these texts. You'll be able to begin to understand what it is that the authors were really trying to get at. What were they really trying to communicate? And will especially take your Bible studies of the Gospels to a new level. That's it for today. 5 quick Bible study tools to help you take your personal Bible study to a new level. If this was helpful for you, please let me know in the comments. If there are tools that I didn't mention that you love, I'd love to hear about those too. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.